Hey everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys the best equipment pieces that you can put on your ball player or your cap here in MLB The Show to make them the more effective hitter, to get those attributes up the best possible way, to be the best pitcher that you possibly can as well, and fielder and speed and all that stuff, base stealer, all that good stuff, man. But first, you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. You guys should join me here most days right here on the channel, 10 a.m. Central. I am live right here on YouTube. We're playing through the game all year long, man. So you guys make sure to tune in for those and always have those notifications on also so you don't ever miss out on the videos, the live streams, and the shorts that we have uploaded. All right. Real quick before we hop in here, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsor, Power A. Hey everybody, got a big announcement for you guys. We just partnered here with Power A Gaming. You guys can now get 5% off at powera.com using code BIGTOM. All right, just Big Tom, no K, no 22 on it, just code BIGTOM. Make sure to visit powera.com so you can take advantage of those discounts with MLB The Show 23 rolling out here. This way you guys can fix all those broken controller problems when you get frustrated playing online. So you guys make sure to support on the channel. Use code Big Tom here with Power A Gaming, and I am so excited to have them on board. Thanks for joining, guys. All right, you guys, so here we are inside of the inventory screen for our different types of equipment. If you guys don't know where to access this, you can actually back out. We'll go into the inventory section over on your collect tab. It's right behind my face right here where we are. I'm going to leave the camera here so you guys can actually see the items here in a second, though. But we go into our inventory, and then you're going to go over here to My Equipment and Perks. And then you can go to equipment, and you can actually purchase any one of them from here, view and market, and you can buy them individually. You can also go into the community marketplace and filter the results by equipment as well. But here we go. So we're gonna take a look at the bats, the gloves, the batting gloves, all of that equipment, every piece of individual equipment. We're gonna show you guys the best possible ones. Now for bats is the one that's kind of up in the air for a lot of people because bats are something that you get a lot of free items for, right? You get a lot of bat skins, you get a lot of bats. So your bat skin on top of your bat does not add anything extra. So just keep that in mind. It's only one thing that you get to choose. So you can't choose like a bat and then one with a bat skin as well. Even if you have just a generic bat like this, and then you have something like a generic bat like this, it's not a generic bat, it's still a great bat. But if you have this and then you put like a bat skin on top of it, it does not stack the attributes on top of your player. So you can only choose one of these for your player. Now, with the bats, like I said, it's a little bit different because you get so many free bat skins throughout the game that, in my opinion, spending 20 or more thousand stubs on a bat skin is a little bit outrageous, a little bit crazy right now. I would say take one of the best ones that you have here as far as like a +7 on the power and contact, and just use that one overall. It's a free one here that we get in the game. A lot of these are free. If you play through the City Connect, the new Brave City Connect there, you're going to have a +6, and you guys will be able to see them over here on the right side. So these are free just for playing the game. A lot of the storylines modes, you're going to get these that are all +6 for those teams as well. If you got the pre-order, you'll have some of these art ones here, and these are free as well. And then as well, the World Baseball Classic program is going to get you a bunch of +6. Now, if you do want to buy one though, and you're looking to buy them, the best ones down here are probably like a +9 on your power and a +5. This is the CBWF F5 Maple right here. But if you look at the price, like I said, it's 20,000 stubs just about. You could probably place an order in there for 15 something and be able to get it though. This is the Wander Franco model bat here. And so if you're a power guy and you want that extra power, go for it. If you've got the extra stubs to burn, go for it. If not, don't spend too much time on this. Don't worry about it. The difference of 1 or 2 attribute points is not going to make or break your ball player. But if you've got the extra stubs, then go ahead and pull the trigger on it. There's some others down here that aren't too terribly bad, like a +8, +6 on these. Now the price is only 11. These are a little bit cheaper, so you can get some of these a little bit less. But the bat skins, like I said, overall you can get these for pretty cheap because they're free. Most of them are. So just roll with a +6, roll with a +7 or something if you got that one as well. That's probably the best way to go. All right, so let's move on to batting gloves. Sorry, somebody's car alarm's going off outside. But let's go move on to the batting gloves here real quick. On the batting gloves, one of the things to keep in mind right here is you want to look for the ones that always have, and most of them always have this on here. It's me a +20 points added together down here. So the 4, the 6, the 3, and the 7 is going to be the +20 right there. So what I like to do is look at, I'm looking at that batting clutch. Like I said in the videos about the best perks for your ball player, the clutch number is one of the most important numbers you can actually use this year, because when you have runners in scoring position here for your team, the clutch number is going to take over for your contact number as a hitter. And it's actually going to be the attribute that's pretty much in charge of your card in essence, all right? So I would look at ones that have the highest possible clutch number you can find. A lot of people prefer power over contact. I'm a contact guy over power. I want that PCI to be a little larger for myself to be able to hit with. The power, like I said, if it's over 70 or 80, I said this in the video a couple days ago, if it's over 70 or 80, you're going to hit the ball out of the park. You're easily, you're going to be able to hit home runs. So it's not that big of a deal. But if you like the power over the contact, then maybe go with something like that. This Jordan one is probably one of the better ones here with a +6 on the contact, +5 on the power, +5 on the clutch. Vision is not as effective this year. It doesn't matter as much, but it still will affect your timing window slightly. So if you can raise that up a little bit, that's fine. But that clutch number and ones that have that clutch number are going to be the ones I would look at for myself. This one right here is not bad here. If you're a power guy, I would say this Pro Knit V2 is probably one of the better ones because you get a +6 on your power and a +6 on your clutch. Adding the 4 with contact is always good as well. So that's not a bad one right there. So overall, this one though right here, this Franklin down here is going to give you a +7 on your clutch. It's only a +5 on your power and a +3 on your contact. But it depends on how often you're playing with runners in scoring position. If you're struggling with something like that and you feel like, man, that guy keeps coming up in those spots and maybe I should pull the trigger on a piece of equipment like this, maybe sell the one that you have and pop something like that. But ideally though, I'm thinking this lizard skin one, the Pro Knit V2 is probably the best for most people, most players. Like I said, I know a lot of the community is power driven, not as much contact driven like I am. So that +6 and +6 on both the power and the clutch is probably the ideal way to go. If you're more on the contact side, go with one of these like the Easton that's like a +6 and then 5 across the board there and then the 4 on the Vision. That's probably the way to go. Or the Jordan, you can just kind of look at the prices here at any given time. These are almost 40,000 stubs. So obviously they're good ones. We know that. This one's only 30. It does the exact same stuff. The Jordan one is just because of the brand, but it doesn't really matter. They do the exact same thing. So if you don't care about that, then maybe go with this Easton one if you're a contact guy. Okay. All right. For fielding gloves, you want to add as much to your fielding as you possibly can. All right. Especially then if you're using the button accuracy thing. You want your arm accuracy to be right there too, because it's gonna be easier to lock in that throwing window as you're using button accuracy. For buttons, if you're just using buttons to field with and throw with, it's actually going to raise up your throwing accuracy attribute as well. You're going to be more likely to get more successful throws for that when you actually hit the button. So arm accuracy and fielding are going to be the keys for this one. If you're a pitcher, you want to look for ones that have the hits per 9 on them. Hits per 9. That's going to be where the difference is. So let's talk about just hitters and fielders right now. That's where we're going to keep this first part, and then I'll mention one for hitting, for pitchers here in just a second. You can get a +12 on ones here as we scroll down. Those +12s are going to be some of the best ones that you find on these diamonds. Here's a +13 though. There's one I knew there's one in here. That's what I'm looking for here. All right, it's just this one. It's this Wilson right here. This Wilson glove right here is a +13 on that fielding for you. So if you got a guy that maybe is a little lower, maybe you went with a power contact kind of archetype or whatever, you didn't go with the fielding archetype for your guy or to make him like an elite fielder, it's going to be a little bit lower of a number. So 13 on the fielding is going to help you out quite a bit. You're going to get a +5 on the accuracy as well. There are some extra pitching stats in this one because the stamina, walks per 9, and the hits per 9 are thrown into the mix on this one. So just kind of be aware that, there's some added attributes that maybe you don't necessarily need, but if you're looking for that great fielding attribute, that's where you want to go. If not, stick with these ones that are a 12. This one that's a 12 right here is a great one, and this is probably my pick actually if you're going to be using, let's see, that one, I think it's that one. No, it's going to be this one over here, I think. No, this one. It's this one. It's this one. It's the Rawlings one. It's the first one I have. For pitchers, if you're a pitcher, you're still going to get a +12 to your fielding. That's great. But you're going to get a +11 to your pitching clutch. So anytime there's a runner on second base or third base and you're pitching, you're going to be decreasing the size of their PCI. All right. So you're going to be counteracting whatever they have as their batting clutch at that point. It's going to take over for your hits per 9. The +6 hits per 9 is great on this one. There are gloves that have that higher +6 or higher than +6 hits per 9. However, with runners in scoring position, that is a big thing this year. It's a big thing this year. So if you want to be able to combat that, think of it as it's really like a +11 hits per 9 with runners on second and third base. That's when you want to get your outs. You know, you can pitch to contact, but if you want to get outs there, that's what you're going to want to roll with. Now, this one right here has a plus 11 fielding, so it's a notch down on the fielding number, but it is going to be higher on the K per 9, but no pitching clutch right here. All right, so you're going to get a K per 9, but no pitching clutch. Like I said, these pitching clutch ones, anytime you find anything that's got the pitching clutch number where it's going to go up and the hits per 9 is going to go up, those are the best ones. But in my opinion, that is the best one overall. If you're going to be using a pitcher, is this Rawlings one right here, the 11 pitching clutch and the plus 6 hits per 9 with the 12 fielding. Like I said, if you're a fielder and you want to come down here for something like this, that plus 13 fielding number is going to get you more closer to a diamond fielder. So this Wilson glove is probably the way to go on that one. All right, so Rawlings for pitchers, Wilson for the hitters there. All right, moving on to cleats. Cleats is another one when you really just want to try to raise whatever you can. You can work these for pitchers as well. But it looks like, you know, it's whatever attributes you are lacking in your ball player and you're trying to raise up. The speed number, obviously you want a fast player, right? You want to be able to steal some bases if you can. You want to be able to get around those base paths quick. So if you're a hitter, look for just the highest speed number you possibly can on these. Reaction, though, is a good thing, too. Reaction is added into these. And you know, reaction for the fielders this year is a big thing. So I would pay close attention to that. For pitchers, they're going to be a hits per 9 attribute added to some of these cleats as well. So you want to pay attention to that, too. But you got like a plus 14 on these Adidas ones right here on your speed. That's a really high plus on that one. All right, you're gonna get a plus 8 reaction on this, much better than this one. I know you're getting a plus 10 reaction on it, but it's only a 10 on the speed. So if reaction is more important to you than your speed is, you just have to kind of weigh out that option of how you built your ball player on that. But these Adidas ones are probably some of the better ones in my opinion on here. You can get this one right here is going to be nice because you're going to add pitching clutch to yourself. So if you are using a pitcher and you're looking to add to your pitcher, grab these ones that have the pitching clutch on them because you're going to get a plus to your pitching clutch and a plus to your hits per 9 as well, both at the same time. All right, that's very important right here. The Griffies are always loved by the community. These are a plus 13. The Air Griffey metal. The Griffey Air Max shoe here. I love these shoes, man. I used to have these back in the day when I played baseball. It was like 20-something years ago. But these Griffey Air Maxes are awesome, man. So plus 13 on the speed, plus 7 on your steal, plus 10 on the reaction. These are the best overall, I think, in general, period, as far as shoes go. The Air Griffey Max is typically the best one in the game, all right? And that's just how it always goes. It's expensive. It's always going to be expensive. It's close to 40,000 stubs for these, but they're awesome looking shoes too. And plus, you just look kind of slick, man. You got that drip going while you're out there on the field. So you got an 8 pitching clutch and a 4 hits per 9 on it. I know it's a little bit lower than the some of these right here where you're getting the better hits per 9 and stuff on your shoes, but you're getting that plus 13 speed and the plus 10 reaction at the same time. So I think that's very important on those. So those overall out of the diamond shoes are my favorite ones to be able to use. You get a plus 14 on these with your speed on these Asics, but you're not getting pitching clutch. So if you're a pitcher, that's the way to go. If you're maybe a hitter and you just want to use some awesome ones, I know they don't look really cool. You know, they're just kind of a solid black. Maybe you don't think they look great on the field. But you can still roll with them, man. You're going to get a 14 to your speed and a 10 to your steal as well as 8 to your reaction. So that's very nice right there. But these are my favorite ones right here is the Air Griffey metals. They always are. And you guys, though, they're expensive, but, you know, we teach the members how to make stubs with that member stub making method. So when you become a member on the channel, you guys can get access to making all of the stubs an infinite amount throughout the year. All of these pieces of equipment will be easy to buy for yourself in here. All right. If you're a catcher, if you're not a catcher, don't use these. Don't even buy it. It does nothing to your card if you're not a catcher. So if your ball player is a catcher, grab one of these. Obviously, this one's an 8 here on the Evo Shield. It's the only one that is. It's going to be the most expensive one. Grab this one. It's pretty obvious if this is if you're a catcher that this is the one you want to grab. It's 23,000 stubs, so it is going to take you a little bit of stubs to earn, but that is the best one. So we'll keep the catcher ones kind of brief because not everybody's a catcher in here, and it's only that one position that these affect. Same with the chest protectors. With the chest protectors, you're going to find these ones that are plus 5. Evo Shield is going to be the way to go with most of them. Here's the one down here, though, that is a different brand. This might be a new brand, man. Force Pro Gear. I don't remember this brand from last year's game. So this is a plus 5 as well. Just grab whichever one's cheaper. And these aren't too terribly bad because they're gold. There are no diamond chest protectors right now. The Evo Shield's a little bit more expensive. They do the exact same thing. But some people like to match. If you want to match your mask to the same brand of your chest protector. Listen, it's OCD stuff. I get it. Some people want to do that. So it's just 1,000 stub difference. Not that big of a deal. Leg guards. Same thing on the leg guards, man. It's going to be the same thing. Evo Shield's going to be the +3 down here for you. You're going to get this the same brand here. This new one is going to be a +3 as well. So these two on the end are probably the best ones right now for you if you're a catcher. That's where you want to go. Elbow guards, elbow guards. All right, so what is plate discipline? Plate discipline controls how effective you can actually check your swing, how you can check your swing. Durability does nothing. It does nothing in Diamond Dynasty, nothing at all. So the durability doesn't matter at all. You don't have injuries in Diamond Dynasty for pitchers, but that's if they get like plunked off the head with a line drive. So you don't have to worry about that so much with anything else. Just go ahead and focus on this piece of equipment right here, man. I would say you're going to go with these +7s on the Evo Shield. Evo Shields are really great, but your plate discipline, that's going to help you out right there overall. So go with this one right here. That's the best pick for the elbow guards. All right, shin guards. There's only one diamond one. That's going to be the best one to go with, and it's got a +5 on the batting clutch. So go with that +5, because if you go down here and look at all these others, it's +4. If you don't care about that one difference, it's a big difference in price. On some of those +4s, this is 32,000 stubs, and some of these right here are going to be, 1,000 stubs. So that one, just weigh out. If you have extra stubs to spend, get it. Oops, I moved over there. If you have extra stubs to spend, use it. If not, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and pick up like the Franklin here, or any of these ones, any of this one, the Nike one, any of these that have the +4 batting clutch, the BCLT. That's A6 one as well. So, and as well as the Jordans down here too. All right, wrist guards. Again, only one diamond one. That's pretty easy to use, or pretty easy to figure out. Plate discipline, that's what it's going to be dependent upon right here for you. So a +5 on these. These are going to go down to a 3. So having that extra 2 points is pretty beneficial. I would say, if you have the stubs, again, use them, because we got to talking about a big difference in price here. 27 as opposed to 3. So big difference in price on these. You're saving yourself 24,000 stubs. If you got the stubs to burn, grab the Evo Shield. All right, compression sleeve, same thing again. We're going to go with the diamond one, of course, as opposed to some of these. This is going to help with your arm accuracy. None of these are going to help nearly as much, but it's a price way out again on the problem there. So 38,000 stubs for this one. Some of these right here are only a couple thousand stubs. So just if you got the stubs to burn, grab the diamonds. All right, bat grips, bat grips. There's 3 different diamond ones here to choose from. They all pretty much do the same thing, except this one, it doesn't quite do as much. This one right here is going to give you, both of these are actually identical, so just pick whichever one you want between the Trout one and the Mookie Betts one right there. Those are the best ones for yourself. +4 on the power and contact, +5 on the batting clutch, and +5 on the vision. Those are going to help your hitter out quite a bit. All right, glasses, sunglasses right here. All right, so you're looking for these with reaction. Reaction is probably going to be the most important thing on this, and I would say probably the vision and discipline. This one right here, in my opinion, is the best, the 100% eyewear. It might not be the best looking, but it's probably the best as far as attributes go. You're going to get a +7 to your vision, like I said, a +5 to your fielding, +5 to your reaction. I know this one's going to give you like a +5 to your fielding, but you're still getting that +5 reaction, 6 to the vision. So not not quite the same, quite the same. But really on these, just weigh out the price. If you like a different style over the others, there's not much of a difference between them in all honesty. Me personally, though, if you're going for attributes alone, it's going to be this 100% eyewear one. All right, socks. On socks, now socks, you'll probably get some free ones throughout the year and stuff. So kind of keep that in mind. But these right here are all the same, so just pick whichever ones you like. If you like the ice cream drip or the Captain Edition ones, or all the, whatever, whichever ones you can buy, they all do the same thing. So just pick up a pair of socks in here, throw them on your guy, and you should be good to roll. All right, rituals. Here's the final one, and there are 2 always typical ones that are great. One for pitchers and one for hitters. The one for hitters we all know is Legendary Call. Legendary Call is going to add you a +8 power and a +8 contact. That's the one I always recommend going with. So Legendary Call, roll with that one for sure, hands down. All right, if you're using a pitcher, if you have a pitcher, there is one that's always down here. Here it is, Axle Grease. Axle Grease is the one for pitchers. Same as every year. This is going to add 5 to your pitching clutch, 5 to your K per 9, 5 to your home runs per 9, and 5 to your walks per 9. So make sure to pick that one up for yourself. If you're a pitcher, if you're a hitter, grab this Legendary Call. That's my choice for the for all of the different types of equipment you can throw on your ball player here in MLB The Show 23. I hope this video helps you guys out. Y'all do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Join me for the live streams here at 10 a.m. Central, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks. Peace.